Alright guys, at the beginning of your first word of speech, we'll get started.
Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Trudeau, and this is my co-captain, Don Tran. We're here representing Cal State Long Beach and its concrete canoe team, Life's a Beach. When trying to capture what all is involved in building a concrete canoe, we felt there were 5 topics that should be highlighted. Those topics include mix design, testing, construction, project management, and aesthetics. This year's mix design was conceived with 2 goals in mind. We wanted to have a unit weight less than water and yielded strengths that could hold up to the critical loads that would be applied. This took us 12 mix designs before coming up with the right one. In order to achieve our unit weight of 57.8 pounds per cubic foot, we first started by replacing 50% of the cementitious material with metakaolin, fly ash, and silica fume. One of the challenges we faced this year was trying to come up with 2 sustainable lightweight aggregates. An innovative way of overcoming that challenge was by taking dry stall and hand crushing it to the size that we needed. This took 2 12-hour days. A crucial part in maintaining the strength of our concrete mix came from our admixtures, and this year we used an SBR latex, which greatly improved the tensile strength of our concrete mix. This year's testing far exceeded any in the past. This year, we modeled it in SolidWorks, then simulated it in Simulation Express, then put it into Abacus, which performed the finite element analysis. From our results, we found that the 3 male paddler scenario would govern our design, with a compression of 1,051 pounds per square inch and a tension of 253 pounds per square inch. When comparing that to the specimens in the lab, we found that our mix could hold up to every load scenario with a factor of safety of at least 1.5. The construction team this year managed to reduce the time of fabrication from 14 hours to a mere 4 hours. This was due to 3 reasons. As you can see over here, we went with a male mold this year, which made it easier for both the placement of the concrete and the reinforcement. Secondly, as you can see here, we went with an assembly line approach, which made the process as efficient as possible. Lastly, quality control played a crucial role in producing the best concrete canoe that Cal State Long Beach has ever constructed.
This year, we changed the structure and implemented 2 project managers for quality control and for efficiency. Both project managers worked side by side to ensure that each phase of our project was completed to the highest quality possible. One project manager focused primarily on the mix design, coordinated with team members to conduct research and test each variation of our mix, and also made sure that the schedule was followed so that everything was completed safely and in a timely manner. The other project manager handled all the finances of the project, kept direct communication with the team members, and made sure that we completed everything to the highest quality and within rules and regulations. Detailed documentation and records were kept for a smooth transition for next year's project managers. Even with 2 project managers with different responsibilities and priorities, both still work together to maintain the highest quality of work to achieve a successful end product. This year, our aesthetics was scheduled 1 month earlier than the previous year. With everything done on time, the team was able to allocate more time to the finishing of our canoe. Several teams are designated to work simultaneously on the design and artwork of our canoe, on the standing and finishing of our canoe, as well as our display. We felt that it was very important that we worked with different departments on our campus with projects such as this one, so we decided to collaborate with the Cal State Long Beach Theater Arts Department for our display. Our display was built out of all recyclable materials in order to keep this project green, and also to be in line with the ASCE sustainability program. With countless hours of hard work and dedication, all of our teams came together at the very end to produce a representation of the lifestyle at Cal State Long Beach, Life's a Beach. Every year, our campus hosts an outreach program called Women Engineers at the Beach. This year, our canoe team was able to inspire young women from elementary school through middle school by showing them our canoe in its final stages. By keeping a high team morale and motivating all of our team members, we were able to design and build a canoe that we can definitely be proud of and set the standard for years to come.
At this time, we would like to acknowledge all the faculty and team members that made this all possible. Without you guys, it could have never happened. This concludes our presentation. And if you guys have any questions, we'll be happy to answer.
We'll start the second part.
Did the testing of your batches affected or impacted your schedule and your cost analysis?
Cost, no, because we made sure that we had enough material to allocate to different testing. The time and the scheduling was, that part made it a little more difficult because you have to give time for it to cure. So that did definitely impact the schedule.
What was the QA/QC process on the, in order to maintain that gradation or good gradation on the aggregate that you guys crushed?
To maintain the gradation?
Yeah, in order to ensure that you guys had the proper receive of that mix, or excuse me, aggregates.
So what we did was we hand crushed. Are you just talking about the pumice by itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you maintain? How did you QA/QC that process to make sure that the quality of gradation for those aggregates was what you needed?
Yeah. So what we did was we hand crushed it, and then we ran it through a number of sieves, and we only captured the size that we needed. And that's what
Can you highlight some of your sustainability? What are your sustainable items from your project?
we have, for our cementitious material, we use the fly ash and the silica fume, which are just byproducts of iron. And then for our aggregates, we use both the glass spheres, and since this year they wanted us to have 2 different types aside from the glass spheres, we used pumice.
You mentioned that your goal for this year's mix density was at 7.5. What was the reasoning behind that value?
Our goal wasn't to have the unit weight of 57.5 specifically. We just wanted it to be lower than the unit weight of water, because we want our guys to be able to go out there and row the boat without sinking. So.
What was different from your projected cost analysis at the beginning of doing the planning phase compared to the to your final deliverable of the product?
We actually planned for a little bit more, but this year we were able to get a few sponsors to donate several materials for us. So that saved us a little bit of money on the actual materials for the construction itself.
What different techniques did you do in your project management and construction areas in order to minimize the man-hour work on your crew?
We would probably maybe try to advertise and have a little bit more volunteers. It was, but we actually did keep a smaller group this year just for quality control. So it was kind of a give-take situation. But because we did limit the number of people of volunteers, we were able to give more quality and time to the finished product.
How did you guys implement safety practices?
We actually have one of our team members OSHA certified. So he was present at all construction days and testing days, as well as our faculty advisors.